What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, the Maestro. We in the building. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of the My Throne Podcast. Yep. Number one is my home. It's your boy, the Maestro in the building. Also in the building, I got that man, DJ MasterRachels.
What's going on, good people? We in here.
Yeah, we in the building.
Yeah.
Also in the building tonight, I got my man, Damn Chat, in the building.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Why you gotta be so smooth? Why you gotta be so smooth? You bobbing over there, Rachels?
Yeah.
You bobbing over there?
Yeah.
You ready for this episode tonight?
Yeah, we finna get into it, y'all.
Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's go. They I can't get it out. They clocking in. I see Asia in the building.
Hey, bro.
I see her. Yeah, I'll let you say it this week. I ain't gonna say nothing. Mackenzie Wynn, Pastor Wynn in the building. Shout out to you. Also, Boo Thing, Tracy Edmonds is in the building. That's how I live my.
Asia was the first one, wasn't it?
Asia was the first one today.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
All right, then, Asia. Let me find out.
Yeah, hopefully some more people tap on in. We're going to run it one more time. Give a little bit more. Yo, if you're in the building, go ahead and check in and say what's up. Asia, say, hey, my baby.
There she go. Hey, yeah.
Hey.
Face.
What's up, Asia? She spoke to us now too, chat.
Oh, hey.
I guess people eat seconds too, don't they? You know what I mean?
Food's still food, bro. That's how I live my.
I'm gonna stay here till I'm gonna sit on my
throne.
Y'all come on, get in here and in the building. Y'all let me know as they check in. All right, we're gonna let it run one more. Anybody else numbers looking crazy other than mine?
They're looking crazy over here. Sam in the building. Praise the Lord, somebody.
Not praise the Lord.
We're gonna have a good healthy show today.
We're gonna have
a good healthy show. I don't like the way this sounds.
Go ahead, make whatever you need to do, bro.
Check.
You listen to it with the music and stuff too, so you know what I mean. Sam in the building, she's right. Yeah, on your way in, hit that like button, hit the like button. All right, y'all, we in the building. Let me make a little adjustment here. All right, yeah, we got sound. We got sound. That might be me. That's me. What's up, y'all? How's everybody feeling? Fellas, how y'all feeling today, man?
Pretty good, man. Good weekend,
Good
man.
weekend? That's always good to hear. Chad, how about you, man?
Oh, yeah, bro. Great weekend.
Great weekend?
Yeah.
Well, that's always good to hear. Shit, we want to hear that. We want to know that everybody had a good weekend. I had a pretty good weekend myself, man. Busy, you know what I mean, per usual. But, yeah, nonetheless, good weekend, you know what I mean. Happy to see y'all. Shout out to our boy, nephew Tre. I'm sorry I'm a little discombobulated, y'all, trying to get myself together. But, yo, I'm ready to go. Shout out to Tre. Tre couldn't be with us tonight, taking care of some things. So, want to shout out to nephew. Make sure he's good. Make sure he know we got him. We understand. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. But everybody else that's tapping in, is anybody else tapping in? Y'all?
Keisha Boykin,
shout out to you.
Keisha?
What's happening?
Soup.
Cowboy Soup in the building. Sam says she rooting for you, Rachel.
I appreciate that.
All right, so let's get into it tonight, y'all. We got a good topic tonight. You know what I mean? We something that need to be discussed. You know what I mean? So we're gonna deal with it. Y'all know June is Men's Mental Health Month. So I want to talk about a quote from my boy over here, DJ MasterRachels. Enough dust turns to dirt. That's what I want to talk about. So you know what I mean? Yeah. We're gonna get into it. So yeah. Let's can I get into it? Can I do my intro?
We can. We got Liv Duncan.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
On the check-in. I never seen that one before.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the podcast,
That's
Liv.
the first time?
Hey.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that name before.
Shout out to Liv.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Clap it up for you.
I just said my DJ over there looking like a hot lunch. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Not a hot lunch.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know, me and Chat don't mind being side items. I guess.
Shit, me neither.
We know. We know. Anybody else tapping in before I get started? Or y'all good?
No, they just speaking to each other.
Okay, cool. All right, y'all. So let's jump into it. Again, like I said, y'all announced.
What's up, mama?
Oh, okay. Mama Danita chat. That she is.
Yeah, she just checked in.
Okay. All right.
They coming now.
Oh, Cowboy Soup invited Liv. Okay. All right. Cowboy Soup, we appreciate that. We appreciate it. So let's get into it, y'all. Again, to everybody, to the first timers, everybody on here, y'all already know that y'all are now tuned into the My Throne podcast, all right? Well, today we will remind black men that your throne ain't just a seat, it's a birthright. And no, we're not talking about some fake alpha male kingdom. We're talking about a place where healing is power, vulnerability is strength, and silence. Yeah, silence is no longer an option. Y'all, it's June, you know what I mean? So it's Men's Mental Health Month, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a tough one. Because I wanted to make sure we don't depress nobody, you know what I mean? But we want to talk about some stuff that needs to be talked about. And we always have a lot of ladies in the chat, so hopefully they can even help us, you know what I mean, as we try to help each other. But it's a tough one. But it's beautiful that we're finally having these conversations. Yeah, it also hurts because we've lost too many brothers who never got the chance to say, I'm not okay. Too many of us have eulogized friends with strong shoulders and silent battles. The funny friend, the solid cousin, the he got it all together co-worker, gone too soon. Not from violence on the outside, but from the war on the inside. And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about how depression can wear Jordans and how anxiety can drive a Benz. How a suicidal thought can still dap you up, crack a joke, and post a fire selfie. We got to talk about how too many black men have been dying behind masks we were never meant to wear. But hey, before y'all start tightening up and reaching for the remote, you know what I mean, or reaching for your device, relax. This ain't no TED Talk. It's a living room. It's a barbershop vibe. You know what I mean? Backyard barbecue realness. We definitely gonna laugh. We ain't got no choice. Look who's here. You know what I mean? We gonna laugh, probably too loud. But we're also gonna tell the truth. So let me ask you, who taught you to check in with your own spirit? When was the last time you said, I'm tired, and actually meant it? And when you did anybody even hear you? And the big one, this is the real one, y'all. Bros, why is it easier for some of us to say RIP than I need help? You know what I mean? I really want to change that narrative. Because the truth is, mental health ain't just a white people thing. It's a human thing. And black men are human, even if the world keeps trying to convince us otherwise. We hurt, we grieve, we feel, and we deserve to heal. So this episode is for the brother who's still here and for the ones who couldn't stay. For the man cracking jokes to hide the pain. For the man scrolling through therapists but never hitting book. For the man who cries alone in his car after being strong all damn day. Listen, man, you're not alone. We see you, and we're going to talk about it. With love, with truth, and yes, with some jokes. Because humor is a form of survival too. So we're going to get into it. We will answer questions like, is it weak to need help? Why does it feel like we have to carry everything? Can I still be respected and vulnerable at the same time? And maybe the scariest one of them all, what happens if I don't talk about it? Some questions we will answer today, and some we'll leave hanging because honestly, life doesn't always give you punchlines or closure, but that's okay. That's why we're here. So whether you're driving, working, posted up on the porch, or just needed a reason to breathe a little deeper today, this is the My Throne podcast. So let's build, let's break, let's be. Because enough dust turns to dirt.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's talk about it.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
On the check-in, Trey checked in.
Hey, Mia. Hey, Trey.
What's up, Tre Flair nephew? Mia said, first joke. What is it, Mia? Is she ready?
Yeah.
She ready?
I think you should have told us to get a stronger drink, bro. Jeez.
My bad.
Jeez. Nah, it's all good, brother. You know we ready for it.
Yeah, them 2 weeks over with, ain't it?
Yeah, it is, brother.
Your 2 weeks was off.
On the second day.
On the second day.
Tamia said, how do you get a one-armed man out of a tree?
Wave at him.
What?
No, that's funny as hell. I'm sorry, that's funny as hell. Yeah, if he waved back, it's over with.
It's over with. There you go. There you go. I got you, Mia.
Pastor Wynn said, well, not to sound redundant already, but we've never been afforded the luxury of being vulnerable. From being a little boy, we were always told, men don't cry.
So, and it's facts, right? Was it bad teaching? Was it bad teaching with good intentions? Was it repetition, you know what I mean, of regurgitating what you've heard, and did that affect anybody? Like, did it affect y'all? Seriously, being the minute, did it? We told men don't cry. Chad already told us he cried all the time. So
I wasn't no man yet, though. I wasn't no man yet.
You wasn't no man yet. Okay, okay.
But I guess I was being geared towards being a man, but I wasn't no man yet. You know, but I think it's good advice.
Yeah.
Only because, well, to me, because like, when do you turn it off if you sensitive like that, or if you crying about everything or whatever? Like, when you gonna be able to turn it off? You can't all of a sudden get to be 15, 16 and just be like, all right, now I ain't gonna cry no more. You know what I'm saying? So, so I can understand the part of, come on, man, you gotta be a little tougher than that type thing.
What's wrong, Rich?
Bro, do y'all hear that?
You probably hear the fan.
Nah, bro.
It sounds like his 4 songs playing at the same time.
Yeah, some kind of disco or some little dance move.
Oh, hold on, let me.
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't get. Okay, it's gone now, right?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I wasn't hearing it. Like, I had put a different little music in the background for us from Restream, but I wasn't hearing it, so I thought the shit wasn't working.
Oh, that shit worked.
My bad. My bad. Okay.
To get back into it, I don't never remember my dad saying, you know, growing up, I ain't never get that lesson of men don't cry. But I mean, shit, life experiences, crying ain't gonna fix the issue, man. So you might well just all that goddamn crying, just find a solution. It got to the point. I remember I was in my longest relationship was 8 years, and she was like, and life had beat my ass.
Yeah.
And she used to be like, you don't never stress. She was like, how come you don't never stress? You don't never, it don't seem, all hell be breaking loose in your life and you don't never seem to stress. I'd be like, man, either it's going to work out in my favor or it ain't. If it work out in my favor, good. If it don't work out in my favor, then I gotta deal with it. At the end of the day, if I get evicted, then I'm just gonna be homeless. I'm just gonna be homeless.
But that's the attitude you gotta take.
You got to, like,
it ain't funny though. But
I mean, I'm gonna just be homeless. They gonna be like, so what you gonna do? Be homeless. That's what I'm gonna do if I get evicted. Shit. Because the consequences of not paying your rent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What you gonna do if the lights get cut off? Hopefully I got some money for some candles, goddamn it. Because that's the only thing I can do. I mean, if I ain't got the money to pay it, you know, somebody told me, I'm gonna say this at the top of the episode.
Yeah.
Somebody told me one time, they said you ain't depressed, you just broke. That shit was funny, but then I thought about it. I'm like, damn, you right.
Some truth to that, huh?
I'm really just broke. Because if I had some money, I wouldn't be feeling depressed.
But let me ask you this. So fellas, and we just talk, we talk at the table as brothers while they chiming in and stuff, right? So when you got past the point, we were told, you know, little we couldn't cry. Okay, boom. Now, we've grown up, right? Why is it so hard? Why do y'all think it's so hard now, though, for men to talk or express vulnerability, even to those that are supposed to be closest to you? Like, I can understand some of them if you don't want to show weakness in front of a woman that you're with or you're trying to be with or whatever. But why is it that people can call each other bro every day, you know what I mean, but not talk about like what's really going on with them.
Cause whatever going on, I'm sorry, man. Advice don't fix the problem either. Shit. What you gonna do? Tell me I'm gonna be all right? What you gonna pray for me? The fuck? I need $6,000 right now. Pray for me, yeah, pray for me. But like, what's the purpose of just continue to bring up what's bothering you when you gonna really ultimately be the only person to come up with that solution?
Well, I don't think I had that problem so much as far as I can remember, because there's always been some decent dudes or good men around who told me, bro, come on, you don't talk about it. You don't got to hold everything in. You don't got to, whether I did it or not, it was still dudes around me or the examples around me that were open in their emotions or whatever, who let me know it was okay. Yeah. So I didn't necessarily have that problem.
Yeah, I mean, and I think sometimes advice is given with the best intention. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even people that tell you to don't talk or whatever. But I think that, we all know stress is a silent killer, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes things that we think we're handling and we're holding on the inside, it is that dust. Mm-hmm. It's the dust, right? Like, and after a while, you know what I mean? Unfortunately for some, the finale is the dirt. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so to me, it's better to get with your homeboy, get with your brother, get with your friend, hell, get with your woman, whoever, but be okay with being vulnerable enough for somebody to say, let me help you get that dust. Bro, you got a little dust on your shirt.
Stop trying to feel on me, bro, dog.
Oh, wow.
Pause. See, major pause, D-Maestro.
Really?
You want to get to the comments real quick? Yeah. That was a good segue to just...
to get the dust off of you? That's fine. Go ahead. Do what the hell y'all want to. Go.
Tamia said that intro was deep. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I fuck with it. Yeah. Pastor Wayne said, good intention, bad teaching, as far as the men don't cry. I assume that's what he's talking about. He also said, right, Mia, sound like techno. Oh, the house music.
Yeah, she was mad about that music. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't hear it. Keep going.
Mia said, Pastor, you going to win heavy on this one. I'm listening. Tracy Edmonds said, men don't prepare young men about life. I feel it's due to shame.
Men don't prepare young men about life. I feel it's due to shame. So they don't want to express to the younger men where they messed up their failure. So they're ashamed to say, and that may be true. So you just regurgitate this advice that you heard or the things you were told that didn't work for you. Keep going. I don't want to fall behind.
Pastor Williams said, I've been manic depressive.
Wow.
Mia said this applies to men. She meant and women, Rachels. It's true. Samarta said, Mackenzie agreed. Ancestral experience didn't allow it because Master would see weakness and it was detrimental. This, unfortunately, is something we've carried through generations. Mia said, prayer works, bro. Prayer works. Hell yeah. Mia said, love that chat. You have been blessed. Pastor said, Sam, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think the slave experience played a huge role with black men and our psychological makeup.
Right, and of course it did. You know what I mean? And even beyond, to me, even beyond the slavery, just trying to get your rights. Like, we were treated like we weren't human for so long. You know what I mean? And one thing people try to do to be able to dominate you is to take your masculinity from you. You know what I mean? Like, but y'all, your minds.
I know y'all, brother.
Your minds.
Better word.
You know, to control you, to manipulate you.
Okay, there we go.
You know what I mean? Or to make you feel less than, is to keep you from remembering that you're a man. Because I see a battle a lot of times between the way men and women would raise a son, right? Mm-hmm. And do we do an injustice as a man to your son by not allowing him to be emotional, and or do the women that allow him to be too emotional, are they doing an injustice as well? Like, what's your take on it?
That too emotional is like too emotional to who? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Of course, we all be like, man, this little pussy ass, you know.
But cue the beat. Cue the beat. Sorry. My bad, YouTube. His bad.
We tried.
Sorry, yeah. But I don't know.
You gotta combine the words. Pussy.
Oh, okay, my bad, bro. It's
Pussy ass.
different.
YouTube ain't gonna.
You closer.
He
to
added. He
YN.
put all the syllables. You gotta say pussy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir. This was a deep conversation.
But yeah, I don't forget where I was at, bro. Dang.
No, you said it's basically emotional is perspective.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, of course, some stuff is extreme, I think, but maybe men that lack the emotional intelligence or sensitivity or whatever can't do both or can't, teach. You can't teach
If it ain't
that
in
it's
you,
okay.
yeah,
That it's okay
to be emotional.
Yeah, to because they ain't never been taught that or something. I don't know, but
Ooh, boy, it took him 3 days to get that.
yeah, it did, bro. I was trying to,
I was
not curse and say the right words.
No, man, be you, Chad. You are damn
I
Chad.
tried to jump in and help, but to be said, emotional.
Right. So,
Hey, man, the emotion thing ain't for me. So
see what I'm
It's how
saying? Why no?
it just it ain't. That's the little dudes I used to punch.
Damn. Pastor Williams said, Sam, you took the words right out my mouth. I think the slave experience played a huge role with black men in our psychological makeup. And Mia said, the wounds weren't our fault, but the healing is our responsibility.
Church.
Yeah, she talking. She says, slavery is to blame, but we can't keep letting that be our crutch, not to fix what's wrong. We pinpointed the problem. Now let's find the solution.
Church.
Tracy, to Sam is agreeing with you, and Mia. She said, that'll preach. Tracy said, young men need to see both sides, tough and soft. I watch a lot of war movies, and at the end of the day, what the soldier wants in the thick is his mother. What a soldier wants in the thick of it is his mother. Mm-hmm. And I think that's because mothers are nurturing, right? And so, they want the dad to prepare them and tell them how to fight through, and you're going to be, but when we're hurt, when something is wrong, you look to be nurtured, and men in general don't do a whole lot of nurturing.
Facts.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's what I really have come to love about watching Dion's relationship with his sons. Mm-hmm. The way he walked with them boys, talk with them, pray with them, hug on them, kiss them on the forehead. Like he's nurturing them as well as teaching them. You know what I mean? And I think that a lot of that has been missing. But so, does anybody at the table, y'all have, because we ain't never talked about feelings per se. We'll talk about situations we might dealing with whether it be business and work or females or whatever. But we ain't never talked about feelings. Do you find it hard to discuss feelings? Either one of y'all.
My mental health, my emotions is all tied to my finances. So I'm good right now. I'm in a good space. As far as talking about my feelings, like if somebody hurt my feelings, all that talking, bro. I don't know. I meditate. I pray on it. As far as talking to somebody about my feelings, hell no. Hell no. I don't talk about my goddamn feelings, man.
Chat, you?
I guess I don't feel like I want to share my feelings or whatever with nobody right now. So of course I don't think it's a problem.
So is there a particular reason though that you don't want to share, or is it?
You tell people too much stuff, then they feel like they know something about you, or they can use something against you, or whatever. But
okay,
I mean that's previous, past, coming up type thing. It's not now, but you know what I'm saying. Like I can see where if you share too much, that can be detrimental to you.
So it don't have anything to do with I'm a man, I ain't got to talk about my problems. It's just your thing is based on what you've noticed.
Yeah,
telling too much information. Yeah.
Well, yeah, mainly. And other than that, like, if you open your door to everybody or to somebody, you gotta open your door to them, basically. And people ain't got time. I ain't got time for it most of the time. Majority of the time. It's a select few though. You know what I'm saying? There are people who I know is always there for me, and I'm always there for them. Regardless.
Yeah.
But it ain't the world. You can't do that to everybody.
Well, definitely. But
I ain't got that. But I ain't shit either.
Yeah.
So. Why you ain't got what you ain't got?
What he just says, people that just gonna be there for you regardless, and you gonna be there for them.
Yeah.
I ain't got that because I don't want to be there for everybody.
I know you said, but I ain't shit either.
I don't want to be there for everybody. Like, I'm already the person that everybody turn to, like, especially like in my family, and they don't even know it. I remember literally last week, every single day of last week, somebody in my family asked me for some money. But they didn't even know that they were all asking me. It just got to the point I was just telling everybody, I ain't got it. I can't do it. Hell no. Did y'all have a group meeting or something and said we gonna fuck his week up?
Right.
We finna fuck his whole week up. Nah, it's like, so that's what it is for me, man. I ain't got, because I'm the person that people go to.
Yeah.
I wish I had somebody I could go to. You know what I'm saying? I wish I did, but I don't. So I just tell everybody no.
So we talk a lot in this chat, and we did a lot with relationships. Mia says, stop saying you ain't shit. You are shit. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Mia. Come on. Let's go together. Shit. I can show you better than I can tell you, baby.
She said life and death is the power of the tongue, man. So speak life over yourself. Now, we talk a lot in this in this chat about relationships and stuff. So let me ask you this. Do y'all think that feeling like that we don't have anybody we can go to, does that become a problem in a relationship? Like, does it carry over?
Oh, my bad, bro. Yeah, some people don't know that the show really starts at 7, I guess. Because look how you looking, bro.
That's all right. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Say one more time, big dog. Go ahead, bro. One more time. Give us a show.
She said I'm on time.
Yes, she did.
She be missing the show a lot, bro. We appreciate you. Come on, Angel.
So she actually on time for watching it while it's live.
Yeah,
oh, okay. All
right, go ahead. So do y'all even remember the question?
Hell nah.
Do y'all feel like our inability to be vulnerable sometimes, or some of the things that we were taught as we were raised as to what it takes to really be a man, does that create a lot of the conflict in our relationships?
I don't think it creates conflict in a relationship, but I do think that it may play a part in how we move in these relationships, because it's hard for it's hard to be emotional, like as emotional as your significant other may want you to be, but I don't think it'll create a conflict in the relationship, because if somebody with you, man, they just gonna have to accept me for who I am. Don't talk me to death.
Yeah, I was finna somewhat agree. I don't think it causes conflict, but it is in your mind. You thinking like, nah, bro, I got to be strong for, me and, you know what I'm saying, me and the family, me and her, me and whoever. You know what I'm saying? You can't completely open up. You're thinking you can't completely open up because that's your weakness.
Have you ever? I've done this before. Have y'all ever been like, you know what? Maybe I am the problem. I feel like that's kind of parallel to what you was just asking.
Yeah.
Like maybe I am maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the reason why keep going through this.
Chances are you are.
Once upon a time I had that, but then I realized I'm damn chat.
Pop your shit, bro.
So I said, or not even that. It just was like, everybody ain't for everybody type thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got to find out who I'm going to be and who was that for type thing. Like, rather than trying to keep on adjusting, maneuver for somebody to make something fit,
Let me hit it. Let me what Tracy said. Tracy said, I feel like the act of nurturing is what's missing in relationships nowadays. Women forget that they have to nurture their man, not just their children. They got to nurture the man too, not just the children. Mia said there's more to you. She wants you to let them see it.
Okay, come on.
He don't want to be vulnerable. Leave him alone. Tracy, listen. I think that's big talk.
That was a great.
Because and especially and the key is nowadays, right? Because what women were taught then, now some of it, just like with what men was taught, some of it ain't always in the best interest of women. But there are a lot of things that grandma understood about granddad and about her role and his role and the fact that they were a team that let the relationship survive and that nurturing was there. Everybody is so much about themselves now. You know what I mean? That the nurturing isn't there. But with the men, sometimes that nurturing missing, again, that's more dust, right?
Yep.
Because the way we're handling stuff, we're not handling it right because we're missing this on this end. You can't talk on this end. You ain't got nobody you can trust over here. And so it leads to the dirt, and that's the part that I really want to get into. Like I want us to really discuss this, man, because I'm a person that has dealt with a loss, and even recently, because enough of my nephews' dust turned to dirt, and it turned to dirt 2 days after I had been hanging with him and talking with him and laughing with him and kicking it with him. So that's why I said, sometimes a suicidal thought can dap you up. When I tell you no clue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so where do we, like, what would we say to each other as men? Like what can we do to better men in this situation? Because we need it and our mental health. I know we can, ladies, stop stressing us, but are we stressing ourselves?
It might be.
A lot of it. I think a lot of it is, yeah.
Angel Pearl said, I'm a strong friend to Ja'Cory in the building. Ja'Cory checking in.
What's up, Ja'Cory?
Changed the name. What's up, Jay?
Yeah.
Tamia said, can y'all handle this topic? Top big like y'all was last week. Show us how your logic can solve your emotional problems. That's exactly what we're doing.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Randy.
She's trying to be petty.
Yeah, she's being petty, trying to be a smart ass. We got a lot of logic that handles our emotional problems, but we don't take away the fact that y'all are. This is what you do. This is what we do. Let's talk big, because I ain't gonna have her
no.
chumping us off.
No, she's not chumping us off because the topic last week was about our relationships with our women. The topic today ain't got nothing to do with a woman. It's us. It's within us. So, I mean, we may get back to that topic, Tamia, but you gonna have to wait till we come out with that episode. Right now, this the last day of men's mental health, and so you just fucked mine up.
Damn.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, read it.
Halo V, Jacoby, right? Ja'Cory. All you have to do to logically solve emotional issues is take a step back from the situation by using deep breathing techniques.
Well, how about that?
Sound easy. It do. It sounds simple, homie.
That's my deep breathing technique.
That be your deep breath?
Bitch. Let me go get a drink. Tracy Edmonds said, come home every single night needing to be nurtured. No, but when he does, make sure you save some space for just that, nurturing.
Absolutely.
Tracy agreed. Tamia agreed. She said, Tracy, that's true too. But the first thing they say is, I ain't your son or child. They mistake nurturing for something else other than help because they misinterpret it. It's their own dysfunction.
So let me say this as a man. If we're able to mistake your nurturing, then it's not nurturing. It's nerve-wracking is what's happening. Because sometimes nurturing is knowing when not to say nothing. Sometimes nurturing is let him have this space tonight. Sometimes nurturing is he's seeing that he does need you to be right there so he can tell you all about it when he doesn't normally talk. I think I'm about to strongly disagree with my sister here because nurturing is the most selfless act of it all. to nurture takes your desires completely out of it. Yeah. You're completely about the person that you're dealing with. And usually when that's happening, you know what I'm saying, then if it gets misinterpreted, either you just really dealing with a true ass, or possibly it's not nurturing that you're doing.
Yeah, it ain't the one size fits all. So everybody different.
Everybody's different.
And that's what it is. So you gotta know your person and what works for your person, or whatever. That's almost like
and how that person needs to be nurtured. That's it. Once you with somebody long enough, I think you will know how to nurture your person, because sometimes nurturing ain't always, like you said, and we said this. You posted a short about it where, give me the space that I need. Sometimes you can nurture me by staying out my face. Mm-hmm. That can be nurturing. I might need that little minute to just process, and in my face asking me what's wrong every 5 minutes. You good? Now you call the attitude because I keep saying I'm straight, but obviously I'm not. Now that's not. Yeah. That's not
another problem.
And that's what I'm saying. That's when it's no longer, even if your intentions are good, that's no longer nurturing. Like, you gotta know the person. You know what I'm saying?
And gotta know the person.
Right. And they will appreciate you being there when they need it, when they want it, versus you forcing your way in at a time when right now they just kind of want to, you know what I mean? And then and when they're made to feel like they can't tell you, hey, can you just chill out? Now they got to hold in after they already dealing. That's more dust. That's more mental anguish. No, it's not all about us. You know what I mean? Like, but it's understanding. And to me, it's vice versa. Like, even with your women, our women are not the same.
Right.
Most women like to talk a lot. Not all of them do. You can't handle all women the same. So even if you're trying to be there for her, women have different definitions of what a man is to them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, and so it's not, like you said, it's not a one size fits all.
To me, I said it all goes together. When you aren't healed, you show up damaged in relationships. All broken pieces of the same person.
I agree.
She said, see, this is what I'm talking about. You are wrong, D. Maestro. You asking women to nurture with a man's mentality. It doesn't work.
If you think it doesn't work, then don't do it. But I don't think you have the authority to say that women can't nurture with the man's mentality. The nurturing is understanding the person that you're nurturing. I don't
think it's the men's mentality. Yeah, I think it's just what you said, the ending part. It's just knowing who you with and knowing how they need to be loved or nurtured.
Well, for me, I look at it as, in general, like the person that you're with, do you think they're trying to do you harm? So even if they don't come at you the way you want them to, you got to know they ain't come at you with no ill intent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just got to, in the long run, say, hey, man, that ain't work for me. Or eventually, not maybe at that moment, but one day, but that ain't work for me. Let's try this another way next time, or whatever. But long as you know the person ain't trying to put no harm on you or wish no ill to you.
We did skip a comment. Ja'Cory said it depends on the man and the way you speak to him. And then Sam said, in all emotions, you can't receive what you haven't been shown. This is the reciprocal damage of not teaching our children how to be vulnerable and that it's safe to do so. Ja'Cory said, if a woman wants to truly nurture, then she needs to understand what the man wants, or she's just in the way. That's what he's trying to say. Miss Hicks says, I agree with Chat. You can't tell everybody everything because they would try to use it against you.
Okay, yeah, from I mean, from earlier when you were saying it. Yeah, so and that's my biggest thing, is not that we don't want nurture, but take this, because we're talking about mental health, right? So let's say some stuff is going on with your man, all right? He's obviously not been himself for whatever the reason. He's processing everything that's going on. He's trying not to stress, but how to figure it out. we'll make a different decision about being evicted ourselves versus about our family being evicted. That's totally different. So, if it comes down to that, if things aren't being paid on time, then he may be wondering, am I a failure? Let me just figure this out. All right, so there's a million things going through his mind, okay? Now here you come. And you want to be nurturing. Your intentions are great. Baby, just talk to me. I can't talk right now. I just need to, give me a minute. But maybe if you just talk to me, then things will work out. Mm-hmm. I hear you, but I'm just saying, I just need a minute. Well, if we're going to be together, how we going to be together? You don't talk.
Communication is key.
So then,
shut the fuck up.
So then, he says, okay, fine. Now he sits down to talk. Mm-hmm. But he don't want to, right? Now that's something else you put on his mind. Now his mental health is even worse because to appease you, he can't for a moment see about himself. And that's a problem, and that's what people have to see. Now, I can promise you, I can't speak for all men, but I can promise you, when you want to talk to us, when you want to help us get through it, we definitely see it. We definitely appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the timing sometimes. And we can try to force and push issues at a time that is not a good time to deal with it. And then all hell breaks loose. And then you're wondering, well, you ain't the same. No, because he's cracked. He's cracked. Enough dust is turning to dirt. You know what I mean? But I want to keep going, but I had a few questions. Like, do we feel like it's weak to need help? I asked it in the intro. I want to go back and deal with them.
Is it weak to need help?
Need help.
Yeah. I think it's weak to need help. I think anybody would say, I don't know if everybody would agree, but anybody would say, once you reach a certain age, you should be able to do this and have that and be this and be that. So that's what it is. And so it's like, shit, well, I ain't got this and I ain't got that. Man, but to ask for it?
Does it depend on who you're asking?
For me, yeah. I ain't asking nobody nothing. I ain't asking nobody. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a ride, I'll walk. You know what I'm saying?
But
I ain't asking nobody for nothing, bro.
Most people, male or female, most people that really need help don't ask.
Yeah. But I'm also a victim of if it weren't for me, you wouldn't have. But you remember when I did it?
Throw it back up in your face. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't asking nobody for nothing. That way, when shit work in my favor, I can celebrate that win by myself too.
Yeah,
I'm cool with celebrating that win by myself.
I understand your point completely. I don't agree that it's weak to need help, because I think in life any of us can find ourselves in circumstances that we didn't plan for, and we just need a little help. Whatever help may be, it may not be money. You might be all good money wise, but you need help with something else. You know what I mean? What you think, Chat?
Well, I used to be that's weakest, but I don't think that no more. I think life will cycle. You know what I'm saying? So by that I mean there are gonna be times when I'm up, there are gonna be times when I'm down or whatever. Like in any aspect, mentally, emotionally, whatever, physically, all that. But I think because I know my time is gonna come back around when I'm up again, I try to put myself in a position to be able to help the next person. So because I know somebody helped me get up out of it before. So that's what I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So I think help is needed and necessary.
Why does it feel like, this is another question, and y'all read what Pastor Wynn said.
Pastor Wynn said definitely not. I think it shows strength to be able to recognize when you need help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna maybe it's the way I perceive the question, because I guess it's not weak to need help.
Yeah.
I think for me, it is weak once I ask for it.
Yeah, see the asking part. Yeah,
that's what I
but that's what I'm saying. Like, that don't depend on who.
It don't depend on who for me, because I'm not gonna ask nobody. I'm not. I'm not.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, my dad is gone, right? And so in my family with my siblings, it's me and my brothers. I'm the older of the two males, so I feel like it's my job to be the man of our family, right? But there have been times that I've had to, just on the financial side, call my sister, hey Mia, Mia, can you float me through the weekend? I don't. I hate to have to.
Yeah.
But I don't feel weak because I know that Tamia or Sam don't see me weak. Hold on, we got a call, and I want to take it because we love to get the calls. Hold on, y'all. You on the line with D Maestro and the crew? Talk to us.
Yo,
Hey, what's up, Doc?
what's happening? What's happening?
How you feeling, man?
Well, I'm a little spacer right now. I'm feeling good right now.
Okay. I got you.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What's happening, bro?
Sound like Pastor.
That's Pastor.
Okay. What space you mean? You high?
He recovering
Yeah,
from
a little
surgery.
bit, man. I had surgery,
okay.
man. I took a little medicine, man. Yeah.
You got to make it plain, Pastor.
Yeah.
Some of your new members.
They don't know. Amen. But no, man, I think it's a couple of things. You have to surround yourself with the right group of friends also to have that safe place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And especially with men, with black men, especially like men, Sam was talking about earlier, we've never been afforded the luxury to be vulnerable. For whatever may have been going on back in those days. But then, like Tamia said, we've identified that that's where it originates. We can no longer use it as a crutch. But like I said, in these times, we have to surround ourselves, like you and I, right? We've been friends for a long time. And we've always been vulnerable with each other. We've always told each other we love each other when we got the phone, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? But, you have to surround yourself with the right people. I know Chad was saying, sometimes, it gets used and thrown up in your face or whatnot. That's where, again, you have to surround yourself with the right people that won't do that to you.
Right.
And I think that will help a whole lot in being able to show your vulnerability and, accept the help and even ask for the help. You know what I'm saying? No man is an island. You know what I'm saying? At one time or another, everybody is going to need somebody else.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I got. I'm swimming right now.
No, that was good.
No, we appreciate you.
Yeah, that was good.
We appreciate you. Thanks for the call. Yes, sir.
All
right.
I see a new name, Madison. We got Madison. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the podcast.
Shout out.
It says it's definitely not weak to need help. CS is on. I never seen those initials.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the pod, CS.
CS says what? What's the number?
I'm getting ready to call. I'm getting ready to put it up now, so y'all can call in. All right. Go ahead. Yeah.
Tamia said the whole reason I don't sing the song, long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. It's a lie. People need people. Everybody needs somebody sometimes.
Absolutely.
I agree. I agree. People need people. However, how you just said, if it really get to it, you can call your sisters and they gonna come through for you. I can't call them. They calling me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
But it's a difference in people not having it and you can't call them, and people making you feel weak for calling. That's some, like, my sisters never make me feel less than if I need something to carry me through the weekend, because what they do know about their brother is he make good money. You know what I mean? And he got good bills. You know what I mean? $1,200 car note, $2,200 house note. So if I say I need something but that's what we do as family. You know what I'm saying? Like I would expect. Now, me and you have known each other for years,
right?
but we ain't hung and all, you know.
Right.
But you still my dog.
Right.
Me and Chat have known each other for 20 plus years. Hung out. It didn't start out great because his girlfriend at the time was working in my studio, and he didn't believe it was no studio and that you worked that late. So he initially met me to fight, but you know.
Well, damn.
Yeah, Chat, who the hell in the studio?
Your girl just randomly, oh yeah, I'm finna go to the studio over here at 2:00 in the morning. What?
Hell, what time? When we going?
I said, can I go? He was like, yeah. He said, come on. I said, oh yeah. oh yeah, here I come.
I know that's right.
He got his ass in there and said, now this is how a mixer works, all right? And you turn this knob and put him to work. He started learning. Yeah. But with the amount of years that we got, through the ups and downs, we done lived in the same space. You know, we done worked together. We done almost beat the shit out of people together. If I need something, I'd be able to call Chat. Yeah. And not be made to feel weak. If he needs something, he ought to be able to call me if we're the friends that we say we are. Absolutely. And I think men should allow each other that space. I want to get to the other points, but I want to finish reading too. You want to go ahead and
Tracy
keep reading?
Said, become who you want to be with.
Yeah. You don't agree. Because you want to be selfish. Because you want your ass don't. You want to receive and not give. You that one.
Yes, I am that person. I am selfish. I am selfish. I'm actually the yang to a lot of y'all's yin because I'm the opposite. I'm selfish and I'm cool with it because there was a point where I was selfless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I done been on both sides. Man. I was the selfless. I was the giver. Anytime somebody hit me up, I'm there for them. I done gave people my last. And then when it was my turn, or that same person, bro, I need a haircut. Shit, I'm going to have to charge you about 30. Nigga, I just gave you $50. You remember that? So, but I'm not the person that say, bro, I just loaned you. I'm like, okay, niggas done forgot. Okay, it's cool, bro. I just shaved my head, bro. I ain't finna pay you. So I've been the giver. I'm the receiver now. I am the receiver in all things. But pause. Wait. Let me clean that up.
Whoa, no, leave it right.
No, let me clean that shit up.
I was finna change the say. I was finna go somewhere else anyway.
Hurry up and get that way.
Damn, what's that? I heard Diddy got out of something. I don't know what's going on, bro. Everybody. Anyway, I'm the selfish person now. Everybody's saying it's good to be selfless. It's never good to be selfish. I know a lot of successful, happy, selfish people. So I'm trying to see what that's like.
People will cause you to be selfish when that's not normally your nature. I will say too, were you finna say something?
I was just finna say, to me, that's where the pastor point came in real hard. Bro, you cut those people out the circle, bro. You changed them up, man. You getting them gone, man. For real.
I cut people out of my circle. It's crazy. I had two best friends. Until last year, I had two best friends. Both of them the same. Actually got the same goddamn name, and they both Virgos. That's crazy. Yeah. Two best friends, and I don't fuck with. I don't. Yeah. Ain't nothing.
It ain't the same.
Ain't nothing no more. Like I ain't had a conversation or nothing. We fell out. So, the people that you can call and talk to, that's who I could call and. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have them no more.
I ain't got that no more, so I'm straight, bro. I don't need nobody. I'm good. I will figure this shit out myself.
Hey, man, you can call me, bro.
Pause. I'm not calling you, D Maestro.
Well, it's okay, bro. They don't say good night, but you can call, bro. You can call, bro.
I ain't call. Now it's to the point. That wasn't a pause, by the way.
I
appreciate you. I appreciate you for saying that, but it done got to the point now that I'm so used to not having that conversation or not calling or not. I don't have my moments where I be like, where I done had situations where I'm like, man, this is something where I would normally call bro about it. You know what I'm saying? And laugh about it or get some, get his opinion on it or something like that. I was like, man, I'm so used to not calling for nothing no more. I don't I don't even want to call. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm gonna just go to Pastor Wynn Church and pray to Jesus.
And pray.
That's gonna be my homie.
Yeah. Go pray to Jesus. I will say this too. My barber man, I appreciate him a lot. We were talking about the other day, like 27 years. Yeah. But now we don't hang out every day. This man just literally been cutting my hair twice a week for 27 years. Yeah, he owe me some money. But to your topic, what you were saying before, when COVID hit, bro, my situation was a little different, right? I wasn't as rough off as some people were. I understood nobody coming in no damn barbershop. The world has shut down. I continued to pay my barber as if I was coming every week. Now, not twice a week, but I continue to pay every week because for me, the person that I am, this is what he does. You know what I mean? And so I never went back. You know, hey, now.
Wait,
wait,
you was giving this dude money without the service?
Without a haircut.
Man.
He came to my studio one time to cut my hair. He didn't ask me for it. He never, but I just sent it on because that's been my dog for 20-something years. This is what he does. And at the time, I was okay because I would have been spending it on a haircut anyway. Luckily for me, in the entertainment industry, I took a hit somewhat because we couldn't do shows. But I've had so many different sources of income that I wasn't taking the same hit everybody was. And I didn't want him to be down because of it. And I'll have a vulnerable moment with y'all. There was a time when so much shit had happened to me back to back and a change in income, a shift had happened. And they were looking for my car. I'd be at the barbershop, you know how they said, you know, be dapping you up. You never know. I'm at the barbershop, I'm staring out the window. I can't even tell you my haircut good or not. He noticed some shit was going on. He was close enough that I was able to tell him, I said, hey man, yeah, I got to keep an eye on my truck, bro, because I don't know.
Yeah.
For that period, he said, hey man, just get your haircut. Don't worry. You need to do whatever you got to do to get your truck. Now, you say, well, what was $40 going to do towards getting your truck? It makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? But the brotherhood, we looked out for each other like that, and we don't even hang out every day. We don't never talk on the phone unless it's to make my appointment. But, you know, we've been hanging that long. Let's get to the comments. I know we missed a whole lot of.
Tracy said, you will be surprised what a 5-minute hug can do. Oh, I know. A 5-minute hug? I know what a 5-minute hug can do, Tracy. I can tell you that. 5 minutes? That's a long time.
Shout out Malik back in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Malik back in the building, man. What's going on, Malik? Tell us what a 5-minute hug would do.
Don't worry about my boot. That's my boot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what no 5-minute hug.
The last hug I had lasted 5 minutes.
Boy.
Woo! Okay, Pastor said, yes, Tracy, there's nothing like a good hug.
Yeah.
He with me. He with me. Because Sam said, oh, call me, Rachels. Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
Look, Malik spoke back to you.
Yeah. Malik, he spoke to everybody. What's going on, big dog?
Yeah, what's up, dog? Trey, what I do, man? What I do, Trey?
I'm going to let you read your Boo Thing comment.
Absolutely.
She talking to me.
I don't mind at all. She said, Boo Thing, that's why you going to heaven. My customers did the same thing for me. Because when you appreciate the people that's in your life, you don't look at that as an opportunity to just, well, good, I ain't got to. You know what I'm saying? No. When you appreciate people, now I'm not telling nobody to go outside of their means. You know what I'm saying? But when you appreciate people, those are the things that you will do, man. And you don't know where I don't know where his head was in that time, man, as a barber. You know what I mean? He could have been stressing like, damn, it ain't like I can just run go get a new job because
hey man, I feel you.
Everybody's closing. You know what I mean? I want to deal with we at the hour mark. I keep rolling. But I want to ask this question. can we still be respected and vulnerable at the same time?
Yeah, hell yeah. Easily.
I agree.
When you got the right circle around you. Yeah.
So for our biggest problem, to me, what we kind of sum it up and come into tonight for me is the way to keep the dust of life from men turning into the dirt of death has a whole lot to do with that circle around you. When it's Mental Health Month, now, again, as a person that dealt with the loss from it and confusion, because I know I was there. Sometimes as much as you're there, what you are is not as strong as what they're going through. And I felt guilt for a long time. I felt bad. We got a call coming in. I want to take the call. But yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with that circle. We're going to take this call, and then we're going to get ready for the Rachel's rant, y'all. Hang on one second. Yo, you on the line with the Maestro and the crew, the My Throne podcast.
Hey, the Maestro, it's Janara.
Janara, what's happening? Sheila Ray, what's going on?
Dang, friend, you can't tell me.
Oh,
hey?
I'm listening to this. Hey, best, that's my best store. Hey, best store. Hey, Corey.
What's up?
What's going on?
So I want to go back. You just asked a question, and I want to get back to the origination of what was going on in the beginning. You said, can you be respected and vulnerable at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
I first want to say that vulnerability is not a weakness. It's actually a strength.
Right.
It's you actually having the emotional intelligence to know that I am in a space or a place where I probably do need some assistance. It doesn't make you weak. I want to say that you're not going to get out of this world either helping somebody or needing some help. It's no way. Nobody is going to just do every single thing on their own. That's not how life works.
Right.
I do agree with the pastor that you have to make sure you have individuals who give you that safe space to land to be able to express that vulnerability. If you have individuals that throw things up in your face about how when I helped you or when this, that, and the third, then those are the wrong individuals and they need to be dismissed immediately.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that takes time, but if you have those people, those type of individuals, and we know who they are, sometimes it's just hard for us to detach, but your ability to detach from something old affects your ability to attach to something new.
Facts.
So, you know, I hate that it builds.
Janara, say that again. Your
ability to detach from something old affects your ability to attach to something new.
That's yeah. Talk about it.
So we got to learn how to detach from things that no longer serve us and from people who no longer serve us. And it's a hard thing because a lot of times we do look at time, we do look at years, we do look at, you know, well, this person had been here for a while, but sometimes you got to make a real, like, tough decision. Some people have to be cut. And that can be very difficult. But I mean, if that person no longer serves you or is causing an issue and they're not a safe space for you to land, man or woman, but especially a man, I feel like it's tough to be able to ask for help because men have to be a lot of things. They have to be a nurturer. They have to be a provider. They have to be a protector. They have to be so many things. And then the moment that they're not that, they get looked at as if they're not human. They're still human. So why are they getting looked at as if, hey, they shortened the hours this week, so my check is a little less. Like, they can shorten the hours on anybody's check. So it's kind of like, why does he get looked at? Oh, well, you're not a provider, or no, you're not a protector. I mean, life happens, shit happens.
Right.
So,
to anybody.
I mean, I just kind of feel like, as a man, I don't think asking for help is weakness. I think it's strength. But I also feel like you got to know who to ask or who to let it be involved in what's going on. Everybody don't need to know what's going on, because that can cause conflict in the long run.
Absolutely. I appreciate the call, Sheena Ray.
All right.
I absolutely agree. Thanks for being on. I didn't even know you were on with us, so it's good to know you're on. I appreciate you. You know we love you around these parts.
Tripped on the thing.
I'll let your bestie
no problem.
say goodbye.
He's the best store.
The best store.
Talk to you later, dog. I'll call you, man.
All right, Corey.
All right, appreciate that call. Appreciate that call. All right, so.
She probably will see us. Now that I think about it.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so I want to read this comment, and we got to get to the Rachel's rant, y'all. And again, Sam is reminding y'all, so please do it. If you haven't, man, hit the like button. Y'all see it? Excuse me, y'all see it scrolling across there. Shout out to Nubian Emperor in the building. Nubian, you've got to remind me where we met. You got to remind me where we met or how we met. Mackenzie. Corey Wynn said, that's good groceries. I know when to detach so that you can attach. Know when to detach so you can attach to the right thing. That's my takeaway. Good groceries. I agree. Nubian agrees. Good groceries.
Sam also said we should all work on creating safe spaces for each other. Be the change you want to see.
I agree. I agree. I think as we deal with mental health, I mean, we've discussed a whole lot of things and the way things go. I mean, this is a conversation that you could have for weeks, and you know what I'm saying, and it never ends. But hopefully, we kicked it off. Okay. What's up, B? Camera here. Okay, got you. But hopefully, we kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? In a way that it'll open the door to some things. I'm glad to see that nobody thinks needing help on the outside means that as a man that makes you weak. Now, if the man feels that way, like Rachel said, for him, it's a no. Then we have to let people be free again. Allow people to be free to do whatever works for them. So we can't criticize him if he don't ever want to ask. If he want to walk and he know I live down the street, and I'm gonna let his ass walk, because that's a decision that he made.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? But if I call you, you come pick me up. I don't want no shit. You understand? Mm-hmm. Y'all, it's time. It's time. It's time. It's time for the Rachel's rant. 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 It's time for the Rachel's rant.
It's time for the Rachel's rant. Let's go.
You ready, bro?
I'm ready, bro.
Let's go.
Today for the Rachel's rant, man, what I want to talk about is don't come around here with all that negative shit. Okay. That's what I want to talk about. And what I'm talking about specifically is social media. I hate when you make a post on social media and then somebody come all serious and deep and just ruin it. Oh, like, man, don't come around here with all that.
Yeah.
Like, laugh, motherfucker. Like,
make your own post, huh? Go make your post.
Go be miserable on your own. Go be miserable on your own page. Right. Like, we laugh and we have fun right here, and that's also in real life. Like, man, if everybody out having a good time, man, do not ruin the mood by being serious. Me personally, I could not date a Sapio. I'm not that deep. I'm not getting that deep with you, and sometimes this should just make my head hurt. I do got 2 words for the day, though.
Can you before you get your words, for those that don't know, can you tell them what the Sapio is?
the women who are turned on by mental stimulation, like conversation and all that, they they don't. Right. You got to really, in order to get to their draws, you got to go through their mind for real. You got to have them deep conversations
in order to get well
to them draws. Yeah. So, well, that's the only reason why I hollered at you. I'm trying to get to the, but I got to stimulate your mind. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that shit. It's crazy because my word for the day. I have 2 words for the days, man, and it was something that one of them is something that I saw on social media. I was like, I'm gonna write that down because I want to share that with everybody. A wife is a wife before a wife is a wife. I like, damn. Which we did kind of have that conversation a few episodes back. You know, when you meet your
remind them.
Yeah. A wife is a wife before a wife is a wife. And my last word for today is: don't climb a mountain for the world to see you. Climb it for you to see the world. Can I get a hell yeah for that one?
Yeah.
Damn, hell yeah.
I appreciate that.
I had the cue, but the volume was down. Say it again, bro.
Don't climb a mountain for the world to see you. Climb it for you to see the world.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's my word for the day. Shout out to
Rachels for that word for the day. Y'all, we got to give them
words for the day.
Yeah, words for the day. A wife is a wife before a wife becomes a wife. Or before a wife is a wife. Yeah. Love it. And don't climb the mountain for the world to see you. Climb the mountain for you to see the world.
Yeah, that kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's. Well, you didn't got back in now.
Yeah. I ain't get no hell yes last week, so I had to redeem myself.
Well, look. So we know y'all put it in the comments now. If y'all loving what MasterRachels said, there we go. Trey already put it in there. Give him a hell yeah. Shit. Oh, that was the wrong one.
Goddamn.
Oops. Hell yeah. All right, y'all got to we got to make up for last week. Hit him with a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then he had 2 words, so.
Yeah, he had 2, so we got a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So listen, y'all see right there, it's up there. That's the Cash App if you want to support the chat. We certainly wish you would. You know what I mean? It's $DMGLOB. It's finna come down, but also it's gonna be right here on this flicker that's rolling across your screen. All right. Also, when you can get merch, I do want to have. Last week we skipped the song, so I don't want to skip one this week. But this one, to me, as we talk about Mental Health Month, it kind of fits. But it's called The Way You Saw Me, right? And so we've heard people say, you know what I'm saying, be the person that you want to be with. This song says, I'll tell you the hook. It says, it could have been me with no clothes, but you said not so. It could have been me all along, but your love kept me strong. You never saw who I was, but who I could be. So help me to see those in need the way you saw me. All right? So this is off of the Master 73. This is The Way You Saw Me. Oh, my bad. Hit it with the hearts if you want.
He testified how he should have died, but What about how blessed I was? God never drove away. Could have been me with no clothes. You said not so. Could have been weak and alone. Your presence kept me strong. Never saw who I was, who I could be. Help me to see those in need the way you saw me.
Oh yeah, I like that one. I like that one. Potato soup.
Okay.
Church.
Hey,
yeah. I mean, amen.
Nah, man. Listen, y'all, I think tonight has been another great night of good conversation. I know we couldn't tackle it all, but you know what I mean? We talked about the things that we could. And to every person out there, y'all say, why would you choose the way you saw me? Because sometimes, you know, the song deals with homeless people and all that, but it's not always them. Sometimes if somebody always seems to be down and out or whatever, before we judge them and we criticize them, maybe see, you know, what's actually going on, if there's something that we can do to help and see them the way God saw you. You know what I mean? Try to, you know, we got to look beyond people's faults also and see their needs, because that's what we are expecting. And I think for Men's Mental Health Month, amen, it's okay to say I love you. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay, you know, to need help. But the other side of being a man is to understand these things, understand these situations, and learn how to navigate your way through. And I think what I heard over and over and over again tonight was it's really about your circle and who's around you, because be in a place where you can be those things and still be true to yourself. Anybody got any takeaways of the day?
Shit.
This to the audience too, but you know, it take them longer to hear it.
My takeaway is I'm gonna repeat what the pastor said. What the young lady said on the phone. Yeah, that was a good takeaway. Know when to detach so that you can attach to the right thing. I like the way she worded that. But in order to attach or have the ability, you know, however she worded it, that's my takeaway. Yeah, where she said.
Yeah.
Chad, what you got?
You know, I don't know if it was something that was like really said. I'm a paraphraser, but you know, it's about being there, showing the next generation. You know, showing the next generation, the dudes, little young guys, or whatever. It's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't got to be tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't got to try to hold everything in, man.
Right. Yeah.
Find a circle.
Go ahead, say it again.
Find a circle.
Find a circle.
Create one. Build yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely. I got two takeaways of the day. Number one, you know, a little selfish, but you know, it's mine. Help me to see those in need the way you saw me. But my other takeaway of the day is definitely don't climb a mountain for the world to see you, but for you to see the world. I think that's way deeper than you even realize, my dog, because we do a lot of things, even being good to people, man. We do it not that we want recognition, but for people to see that we are this good person. But if you climb that mountain differently, you remain the good person and climb the mountain. That way you can see who you need to be good to. You feel me? So, bro, you came with my money. Am I allowed to dap you up, or is that a... You know,
just don't rub his hand too much.
You know, and I'm gonna sanitize after dapping him. But listen, y'all, it's been a great night again. Shout out to our boy. Trey got a takeaway today. Trey said a wife is a wife before a wife is a wife. Hell yeah, Trey. That's a good takeaway. Nubian, we appreciate you. Everybody on the chat, go ahead.
Bro, I don't even remember what the clip was we were talking about earlier in the week. But, hey, man, y'all some good dudes, bro.
We some good dudes.
Y'all some good dudes. Remember, we was like, women be like, they good or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But dudes don't ever just be knowing they good dudes, man. Y'all some good dudes, bro. Y'all some good dudes out here.
Is that okay?
Bro, you a good man, bro. You a good man.
Yeah, you a good dude.
I appreciate that.
I wouldn't fool with you if you won.
Thank you. Is that how you respond to that? Thank you.
Hell yeah would have did.
Yeah.
You know, that would work. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're a good dude, too. You're my brother.
Yeah.
You gotta be.
CS
Chapman, bro.
Yeah.
CS said it. Your ability to detach from something old affects your ability to attach to something new.
There you go. Put some respect on her quote.
Yeah.
Your ability to detach from something old affects your ability to attach to something new. Those are facts. I think we got a lot of good nuggets tonight, man. I think hopefully this episode helps somebody. Y'all please share it. Continue to show love. We greatly appreciate you. If y'all like these My Throne shirts you see, I got on one of them. The fellas got on the other one. You know what I mean? They are available on the site along with some other stuff. We got My Throne tumblers. We got My Throne coffee cups, all that kind of stuff. So y'all can go to the site, dmaestro512.com. But that's all I got. Nubian said you're a good dude, MasterRachels.
Hey, man, I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mia.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, Mia say love that chat. And listen, and for all of y'all, everybody, Mia, everybody, man, we appreciate y'all coming in the chat. We've had a good time. I think it ain't nothing else to do but to get out of here. Oh, quick announcement, y'all. As we get ready for the 4th, we will not be live Thursday, or will we? Do y'all want to be?
Hell no.
We want to prepare? I knew not that's your ignorant ass. I mean, but you're a good dude.
Bro, what you doing on the grid, bro? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, bro. We'll talk about that off air. All right. So listen, y'all. Your boy is going to take a day.
You know what? We should. You know why?
Okay.
Hell, we was live. We went live for Juneteenth, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And then we going to be here on the 4th, man. Damn that.
All right, so.
That's Friday, though. Well, Thursday.
Now, we'll be here on the 3rd. So.
That's all right. We doing it.
All right, so we'll do Thursday. We will do Thursday. We will be live. Scratch what I said. We will be live. So y'all tune in. We did work on Juneteenth. So y'all do me a favor, man. Make sure, even as y'all get ready to come in, man, tag a few friends. Like, get us. We want that 100 viewers on at one time. Can y'all help us do that this week, Thursday? I believe you can. Look for the topic. But we getting ready to get out of here. Fellas, y'all ready to go?
Let's get on up out of here.
Trey to my ribs.
Who?
Trey.
I got you, nephew. I got you.
Sam said if you've enjoyed the show, green hearts up, comment, like, share, all that.
And shout out to my niece Jayla. Feel better, baby girl. Feel better.
Damn, she went on the show today, was she?
Nah, Jayla not feeling well today. Y'all keep bringing your prayers.
I knew something was missing, man.
You ain't had nobody cuss you out this week?
Yeah, man. I ain't get cussed out enough today.
Nah, baby girl not feeling too good. But God got you.
She would have been positive today anyway.
I'm going to stay until
I believe it.
I'm going to sit on my throne. Like, subscribe, comment, share, notification button, and hit all so you'll know every time we're posting, all right? Like, subscribe, share, comment, support at $DMGLOB. Also, if you want some My Throne merch, dmaestro512.com. Also, dmaestro512 is where you can find me on Instagram.
djmasterrachels on IG.
djmasterrachels.
chat44. chat44.
Let's go, fellas. Oh! Number 1 is Pastor Wynn. Speedy recovery to you. Sam, speedy recovery to you. J-Lo, speedy recovery, baby.
That's how I live my life. I'm gonna sit on my throne.